Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. In today's session, we will discuss about types of sets. Types of sets. As we have discussed in the previous video, what do you mean by set? And in today's session, what are the types of sets? So the first one is empty set. Empty set, also we can call it as null set, also we can call it as void set. We have different names: empty set, null set or void set. What do you mean by empty set? A set which does not contain any elements. A set which does not contain any elements is called empty set. A set which does not contain any element. For suppose A equal to x such that x such that x and x is lies between 1 and 2, x such that x is lies between 1 and 2, x is lies between 1 and 2 and x is a natural number. X is a natural number. X is a natural number. Natural numbers means it has 1, 2, 3 and so on. But the condition is what? X should be lies between 1 and 2. Between 1 and 2 we have 1.1, 1.5, 1.7, 1.8 and so on. But they are not natural numbers. I mean set A which does not contain any elements. Set A which does not contain any elements. Hence A is called empty set. A is called empty set. One more example. X such that x is a natural number smaller than 1. One more example. Set B equal to x such that x is a natural number less than 1. Natural numbers less than 1. Actually, natural number starts from 1. Natural numbers are starting from 1. There is no natural number less than 1. I mean set B which does not contain any elements. Set B, it does not contain any element. Hence we say that set B is called empty set. Empty set means simply set which does not have any element. Hence we say that it is called as empty set. And empty set is denoted by pi. It is denoted by the symbol pi. It is denoted by the symbol pi. Okay? And one more important note is here. For suppose if I write A equal to 0. If I write A equal to 0. 0 is an empty set here. Whether set A is empty here, A is called empty set? No, A is not an empty set because set A which contain one element 0. Therefore, here A is not an empty set. It is containing one element. We can also call it as singleton set. A set which contain only one element, a set which contain only one element, then that set is called singleton set. So why I am explaining this? Because everyone will confuse. If set contains element 0, then they thought that which is an empty set. No. If a set contains an element 0, or suppose a set A which contains element 0, hence it is not an empty set, which is called a singleton set. Singleton set. So for example, one more example for singleton set. Set of prime numbers, set of even prime numbers. Set of even prime numbers. Actually, almost all the prime numbers are odd numbers only except 2. As we know that 2 is called even prime number. 2 is called even prime number. 2 is called even prime number, which is called singleton set. Right? So this is the important point in the empty set. We can also call it as null set, or also we can call it as void set. Empty set is denoted by the symbol pi. Okay. So this is the way to represent empty set. We can represent either with pi or simply open bracket and closed brackets. But there is no element inside the brackets. Then only we say that it is an empty set. I think you understood what you mean by singleton set. Singleton set is nothing but a set which contains only one element. Then we say that is singleton set. Got it? Now coming to universal set. Universal set. Universal set. Consider example human teeth system. Human teeth, totally it contains 4 parts. Our human teeth system, which contains 4 parts. They are teeth set. Consider human teeth set. Consider human teeth set. It has 4 parts. There incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Our human teeth system contains 4 parts. They are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Okay. So what is the dental formula? Dental formula, that is 2, 1, 2, 3. We have 2 incisors and 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars, which is very, very important competitive exam bit. What is the dental formula? 2, 1, 2, 3. Which is our dental formula? It contains 2 incisors. From one side, totally if you consider from one side of jaw, 8 teeth. In that 8 teeth, one side 8 teeth and other side 8 teeth. 2 are incisors and 1 is canine and 2 premolars and 3 molars. 3 molars. So this is our dental system. 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. Our whole teeth system. Our whole teeth system, we can call it as universal set. Our whole teeth system, we can call it as universal set. In the universal set, okay, generally universal set is represented by either mu or simply u, mu or u. Okay, inside the universal set universal set which is represented in rectangle, which is our mu, I mean teeth set. Inside the teeth set we have subsets. They are, suppose, incisors and canines. Incisors and canines are subset of whole teeth system, that is called universal system. For example, one more example. If you want to study the various group of people in our state, based on their work, based on their caste. So the whole people in our Telangana state or else in Andhra Pradesh state, the whole people in our state is called as universal set. Whole people in our state are called universal set, which is represented by mu. If you want to study the various group of people based on their work, based on their caste. So suppose based on their work, few people they work in government sectors, and other people they will work in private sectors. Okay, the whole people in our state are considered as a universal set. In that, some people may work in government sector, some people may work in private sector. Okay, government sector and private sector, they are subsets. I hope you understood what do you mean by universal set. Universal set means whole. Okay, that is about universal set. Universal set is represented by either letter mu or u. Okay, generally we will represent in the form of rectangle. Inside the universal set we have subset. They are generally represented in the form of curves, that is called circles. Here mu is universal set. Inside the universal set, incisors and canines are called subsets. They are what? Subset. Now let us discuss about what do you mean by subset. What do you mean by subset? What do you mean by subset? What do you mean by subset? Let us discuss now. Okay, consider a set A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and consider set B equal to 2, 4, 6. Okay. See now, if you observe these two sets, set A and set B, the elements of set B are 2, 4, 6. Elements of set B are 2, 4, 6. Elements of set B which is also there in set A. See, 2 is there, 4 is there, and 6 is also there. The elements of set B which is also there in set A. The elements of set B which is also there in set A. Then we say that B is the subset of A. This is the symbol for subset. We can say that B is the subset of A. I mean, what do you mean by subset? Every element of set B every element of set B which is also there in set A, then we say that B is the subset of A. B is the subset of A. Got it? So for example, one more example, A equal to 3, 5, 7, or else A, B, C, D. Let me take one more. A, B, C, D, and set B equal to A, B, C, D, E. See, you can observe in this second example, every element of A which is also there in set B. Then we say that A is subset or equal to B. A is the subset of B. Because every element of A which is also there in B. Then we say that A is the subset of B. A is the subset of B. Okay? And here one more important note. So for example, A equal to 1, 2. For set A, I can write how many subset? Let me write. I can write like this. 1. I can also write as 2. I can also write as 1 comma 2, and also empty set. See here, set A contains two elements. And how many possible subset I can write? I can write how many possible set? 1, 2, 3, 4. If set contains two elements, I can write how many number of subset? 4 subset. Okay? For suppose set B equal to 1, 2, 3. Now for set B, how many subsets I can write? I can write 1, 2, 3, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3, 1, 2, 3, and empty set. You can find out here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If set B which contains three elements, how many possible subsets I can write? 8 possible subsets. 8 possible subsets. Okay? If you observe here, if set contains two elements, number of possible subsets are 4. If set contains three elements, number of possible subsets are 8. So what is the formula to write number of subset? That is 2 to the power n. 2 to the power n. The formula for writing number of subset, for finding number of subset is 2 to the power n. Suppose if a set contains two elements, 2 to the power 2, 4. If a set contains three elements, 2 to the power 3, 8. If suppose set contains 4 elements, 2 to the power 4, which is 16 possible sets. This is the formula for finding number of subset for a given set. Okay? And one more important note is here. What is the important note? Note 1. Every set is a subset of itself. You can see here 1 comma 2 is also a subset of set A. You can also observe here 1, 2, 3 which is also a subset of set B. I mean every set is a subset of itself. That is the first important note. And the second note is empty set is also a subset of subset of every set. Empty set is also subset of every set. In this example, you can see empty set. In this example also you can observe here empty set. I mean empty set is also a subset of every set. Empty set is a subset of every set. Got it? Those are the two important examples. Okay. In this session we have discussed about types of sets. In the next video we will discuss about Venn diagrams and also operation on sets. Okay. I hope you understood the types of sets. Thank you.